Oh! Oh! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Let's go ahead and get this thing off. Ooh. Oh, it's good to be back. Oh, it's good to be back. How's it going, everybody? For the whopping few people that are actually watching, let's go ahead and retweet this real quick. Because we are starting. We are starting. We're going to go ahead, copy this, start pasting it to some Discords. Boom, boom, boom. This is the first time I am watching, or the first time I am streaming on Twitter as well. Let's show some love. Get some retweets in, all that good stuff. We're going to be talking a little bit about what's going on in the market. Going to be talking a little bit about, gambling meta. Rakudos finally bringing some volume, I think, into the market. We're going to be talking a little bit about Utes. Obviously, we're going to be talking about Utes a whole lot. Talk about DeGods a little bit. Talk a little bit about Alpha there as well. We're going to talk a little bit about one-of-one art. One-of-one art is huge right now, and I think it is all thanks to John Lay. His first edition kind of mint out, where there's 500 editions of his first edition. Really brought a lot of liquidity to the one-on-one market. It's been really fun playing the one-on-one market right now. So, we're going to be talking a little bit about that. We're going to be talking about everything going on today, because there's a lot going on today, y'all. There's Rakudo's finally bringing some sort of mint hype. Everybody has been kind of on edge, waiting for Duppies, now rebranded to Utes. Fishing for the Ute whitelist. No, I'm not. Terror. No, I'm not. I don't know if I even have the clout to get Utes scholarship, but we'll be talking about Utes. We'll be talking about Rakudos and how I think the whole meme of, like, I've been posting about it a lot lately, and how the volume and Magic Eden has been horrendous lately. I mean, it was sub 50K. It was closing in on like sub 40K 2 days ago, a day ago. That's not good. That's not good for the ecosystem itself. We want to see more volume, but we're not going to get it until we get these mints. And I think a thing that a lot of people are forgetting is the fact that a lot of Magic Eden volume was because there was a huge mint almost every single day back when we were on this massive bull run. So that's why we were above 100K, over 300K in daily volume in soul terms when OK Bears was around and whatnot. We could talk a little bit about OK Bears, but I have been on Hello Moon a ton lately on their Hello Moon mornings, talking a lot, just ad nauseum about OK Bears. I'm kind of done giving them free publicity until they prove something. They just airdropped like actual physical bullion or something like that. You can redeem the NFT for actual gold, which is kind of cool, but like, bro, you messed up like a very easy thing. This is just a diversion tactic for messing up soft staking. It's not a good look, man. I don't know if it was going to be soft staking or if it was going to be a lockup period or anything like that, but bro, staking is like 101. I don't understand how people aren't actually getting staking right. Like, that should be a basic thing in your project if that's something you're going to advertise. And way to fudge the bucket, dude. It literally contact Cyber Samurai. They got Soleil, Saris, whatever their staking platform is, that honestly is super buttery smooth, and I think it would fit the ethos of what Bears are trying to do. Nonetheless, we do have some exciting things to talk about. Let's go ahead and share this screen. See if Magic Eden's going to break today. I bet you it will. We're going to talk a little bit about Rakudos first. I want to know what you guys think. Are you guys minting if you have whitelist? Are you fudding if you don't? I personally like the art. I think it'll do pretty well. We saw what happened with Fruits. We saw the volume spike from the Fruits mint with Bifrost, and am still really curious about why they decided to go with Magic Eden instead of Bifrost when Bifrost clearly, I mean, did numbers with fruits. And I really like the Dutch auction method. This is clearly doing very well. We're already at 71% minted, and we've only hit phase 1 of mint. Now I know it's a variable limit on this. Whitelist X, I think is what they called it, where you can mint like up to 10 or something like that. So this is a crazy number. I think it's going to be very sell pressure oriented. A lot of people are going to dump their mints. So I'm not looking to get into this like right away. You can buy with ETH though. That's very cool. I don't know if anybody saw that or not, but you can buy with ETH. Let's get some Ethereum money in here. I'll love to see it. We do have Magic Eden news as well. They are planning on integrating ETH NFTs. We've kind of known this for a while, but it will be very cool. I don't think it'll really, I think it's kind of like OpenSea integrating Solana. They clearly fudged the bucket right there. What is going on, Julian Ramirez? How you doing, friend? But yeah, to me it's really a non-factor. I mean, it's like Magic Eden is Solana, OpenSea is ETH. Don't think you're going to make too much of a wave there unless Phantom decided to support ETH. In which case that's hugely. I would be more bullish on that than Magic Eden supporting Ethereum NFTs. Nonetheless, though, Rakudos is a 10K collection. And if this mints out, I think it could signal like some strength within the market. I think it's something we really need. I think it's something we desperately need right now is some sort of bullish event to kind of push us forward. And a lot of people are suggesting that Utes, formerly Duppies, was going to be that event. They scrapped it. I don't know if you guys were on the Twitter space, which, by the way, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, if you're seeing this on Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter at Bison Trades. You can also see this stream, and the best way to interact is on YouTube, which the link is in my bio. So please go ahead, click that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It helps grow the channel, especially in this depressing bear market, which has actually been really nice. I've seen a lot of connections. Ragnar and Cody On-Chain recently followed me. I actually look up to those guys as being good sources of information. Not too crazy about like the next 100x meta, but it's something that as YouTubers we all do, right? So we have to find the search terms that are going to hit and make videos on that. But I know for me, as far as what I see, they're net positive. So I'm happy to connect with those guys. And I think that this bear market really does provide an opportunity that a lot of people are looking to just connect more with the industry. So Rakudos, I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think this gets to 10 sold today? Do we think this dumps? Do we think it goes below mint? Let me know in the comments. Let me know on Twitter at Bison Trades. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. Is this on secondary yet? We do have a tab for it on Magic Eden, but I think the last time I checked, it was not around. Oh, okay. Recently listed, low to high. They are opening up 11.89. Oh, already 1,400 sold in volume. We haven't even got to the regular whitelist yet. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. That's a little rich for me. I was hoping to get some under 2 digits. But if I can't, that's okay. That's on them. Rakudo's doing well. This is, dude, honestly, I don't even care who it is. I know there's been a lot of FUD lately about like, what's the whole point? Bro, you guys weren't asking these questions when like OK Bears came out. What the fuck was the utility with that? Right? A lot of these things. We did have one project that was leading the way, one that was actually giving us hope, and that was Dust. I want to talk a little bit about something that, you know, everybody keeps talking about Utes and how this is bullish on Dust. And, you know, I do have a position in Dust. I have said this from the beginning. I've been accumulating somewhere around that 110 mark. My highest purchase was about 125, but I did say that this is a good time to accumulate Dust. I have about 1,500 Dust, I think, something like that, which has been a good little profit, especially in this market. I will take it. But a lot of people aren't talking about how the halvening is going to happen with Dust. So the first halvening happened in June 3rd. So keep that date in mind. We're gonna check it out. What's going on, stud? How you doing? How you doing? So the first happening happened with D Gods back in June 3rd. June 3rd. So keep that date in mind. We are going to go over and check out this chart. D Gods has been performing lately, especially after we got the rebrand and everybody's like finally excited this is actually happening. We've seen John Lay has been onboarded as the art director for Utes. Hugely bullish on that. That makes me like infinitely more bullish on Utes. I not that I ever decided to fade Frank or anything like that, but John Lay is incredible, right? And I think this will tie into our next topic, which we will talk about, but later on down the road. We can look at June 3rd. So let's see, I can scroll down here. And so we peaked out around right here. So we see the halvening actually ramped it up. This also coincides, though, with the fact that people thought Duppies was actually going to happen around here. The halvening happened, and then we shot back down. Now, this is also a function of market price, everything that happened in the market. This was around the Bubble Goose Mint. This was around the time that Sol actually shit the bed and went to like $25. So there's a function of that, but I do think that the dust happening did play some sort of factor into this downfall right here. So we can keep that in mind. I'm very curious to see how this affects the price of D Gods itself because nobody's talking about it. Nobody is talking about the dust happening, which should be happening sometime in the month of August, which we just hit yesterday. So yeah, you can see this article real quick. We cut down from 30 to 10 down to 15 and 5 for Dead Gods and D Gods respectively. And then we actually are going to trigger the next one at 24.975 million, which should be happening in August. I actually don't have, I don't know of any way to track what's in circulation right now as far as dust count goes. So if anybody has that, let me know. Let me know. Otherwise, yeah, I'm really curious to see what happens. You know, we did see another kind of little dip once we noticed that Duppies was delayed again. This happened around early July. So early July happened. We hit a nice little dip again when Duppies was postponed once again. And this is where you can kind of see like, okay, product apportionment. How much does the Duppies thing matter, which is now Utes, right? So we did hit 298, dipped down to 220. So we saw about 25% of the value actually get shedded from D Gods. I would imagine that we may see something similar again. That provides a very interesting entry point. I would love if D Gods goes down to this like 197 to 165 range right here, just off basic technical analysis. This looks like a supply zone. I know I myself, as well as many others, that is a buy entry for us. I don't know if we get down there. It seems very, very optimistic, very hopeful if we get down there. I doubt we do. But if we do, you know, I have alerts set up on Dojo DB. Thank you. Shout out to Cyber Samurai. By the way, I don't even need these headphones at all. Not even listening to anything. Got this hat. I'll let you check it out and see if that'll focus in. Boom. Cyber Samurai hat. Super sick. Very high quality. Doesn't fit my head. So you can see, look, man, I got an actual 5 head, right? So if I put this on, one covers my head, makes my head look even massive, more massive than it already is, right? You see that? Doesn't really like it's poofy right here. My head just has a weird shape. Super sick hat though. Looks good backwards. Right? So this is my backwards only hat. Cyber Samurai with the best merch in the game right now, but I'm excited. I hopefully win a Utes whitelist from them or Remnants or one of the other projects I'm in. I don't know what that looks like because I am excited for Utes. I do think it's a very bullish event. And then the fact that Rakudos is seemingly doing very well, selling at 11.89. That is a great win for anybody who got into Rakudos. Let's see if the price is held up. But we're back at 70,000 sold volume, right? This is what happens when we start having these hype mints again. So, it's something that I had to take back. Look, we're already at 13.69, man. Whew. Holy, I mean, they're selling like hotcakes, dude. Let's go. This is what I'm saying, dude. All the FUD, you just gotta cut the noise. I knew Rakudos was gonna do well. I was hoping that they would open up at a lower price. They may still do so. The fact that there was a variable mint on these going like up to 10 for a whitelist X spot, it kind of worries me a little bit that people could definitely dump on the market. So I'm watching this, but only 107 listed right now, and the price is already up to 14. So good job, team. Way to go. Price is sold right now. We are consolidating at a higher rate. So this didn't quite breach our last high of 47.48. But it looks like it's still geared up in a bullish sense that I think we just range right here for a while. If you guys were around in 2018, this was definitely a thing. We saw a lot of ranging happening in Ethereum, anywhere from, it dipped down to what, like $80 and hovered between like 100 to 300, spiked up to 320, I think, before we broke up and everything just went on a bull run. So I don't think there's any rush to get into Solana. I personally am DCAing in just because I know where this is going. I do have the expendable capital. But if you don't, no worries, no rush, man. Your job right now, the opportunity cost of trying to trade NFTs, trying to trade Solana, it may make more sense for you to actually go do some work in your Web2 job or your IRL job, whatever that looks like. For me, right now, focusing a lot more on real estate until we gear up for the next bull run, which could be in 3 months, could be in 2 years. I don't know what it looks like, but NFTs still should be fun. I will still have my eyes on things. I'm not leaving the market anytime soon, and these streams will keep up twice a week. So normal times, usually this happens at 9 p.m. Eastern. Today had some things going on tonight, so skipping that evening time, but we are doing 9 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesdays, and then 10 a.m. Eastern time on Thursdays. So hope to see you guys there. Please make sure you are visiting the YouTube channel, link in the bio on Twitter. Go ahead and subscribe. Make sure that you got those alerts set up for whenever I go live, and we'll drop some more alpha. Some other things I am looking at besides Rakudos, which is pretty much taking up a majority of my headspace today. I will be trading this as actively as I can because, look, right now you just follow the volume, right? There's a lot of volatility going on in these single plays. We saw it with fruits. I cooked on fruits. I sold the top, sold the Pico top. I was trading up and back and forth. I bought a coral for like 19 SOL, ended up selling it for 30. Bought a few more at 4, ended up selling them at 9. So I will take it. I cooked on fruits, and holy shit, these are flying off the racks right now. Everybody wants Rakudos, man. Might have to jump in here soon. We're already to number 4, and it hasn't even minted out yet. Right now, I think Rakudos and trading dust. I think once we start hearing some more Tuesday, Frank did announce that tonight, like end of tonight, like midnight Pacific Standard Time for the morning for some of you guys over in Europe and everything like that. That is probably going to be when we get the announcement. We haven't even hit general whitelist yet. That is crazy to see that we've almost minted out. And that is because of the variable limit whitelist, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think you should open it up. One whitelist, or I guess an OG whitelist where it's like you can mint 2, general whitelist 1, and then you can have a variable whitelist if you wanted to. But if not, dude, just go to public. It's kind of sussy. I'm not going to lie. Like 55% was already minted by the time we even hit phase 1. So not sure what that means. Not sure what that looks like. But it's not great. So I'm very curious to see how that all pans out. I don't know if I want to FOMO in right now. Holy crap, dude. I mean, these are just flying off the racks right now. Delisted at 16.9. We might be heading to 20 SOL. So congrats to anybody who bought in. Good for you. But just remember, Could pull a fruits, man. Could pull a fruits. This thing topped out around 10 Sol. We're now at 2.9. We got the airdrop. Again, I'm not like, dude, why are we announcing airdrops right now? Why? We shouldn't be announcing airdrops. You should not announce airdrops. They should be surprise airdrops to people who believed in the project, that held on, didn't list. Like, stop rewarding value leeches. It's never made sense to me. Like, airdrops should be fun surprises for the people that believed in the project. That's it. So yeah, fruit's down bad right now. I don't know if it'll stay that way. Okay, Bears just got their airdrop. They went from what, 90 sold to 69 now? No pun intended. It's an actual thing. I don't know, man. Okay, Bears may survive. I don't know. A lot of big names still in OK Bears, but it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Does still a play. Let's see what the price is right now. $1.45. We're good on that. I did want to talk to you guys a little bit about NFT profits. And yes, we all should have sold the top. Everybody should have sold the top. I should have sold the top. But if you're like me, you didn't. I did take a little bit of profit, not as much as I should have. Obviously, hindsight is always 2020. But I saw this cool article right here talking about blockchain and how it should, eventually change the real estate market. If you guys don't know, I'm a realtor by trade. Worked 4.5 years in intellectual property valuation before heading over to real estate because I hate to shit on my own industry, but 90% of realtors should not be realtors. Dude, this is like one of the biggest financial purchases a lot of families will make. And there wasn't enough people actually giving analytical details. So this also provides an opportunity for me. My end goal with Web3 is to help facilitate this. So tokenizing the real estate market, making NFTs an actual thing with title, 3D printing of homes. I think that's going to be huge. And I think new construction definitely paves the way as an inroad for NFTs and crypto to actually be facilitated in real estate transactions. Because if it starts out on the blockchain, much easier to facilitate. You're trusting government to actually facilitate a move to blockchain technology. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No shot, dude. No shot. No shot that government does anything. No shot. So this is huge. I mean, one of the big things that stood out to me is that the estimated value of all the real estate in the world stands at $326 trillion. Trillion. At its peak, the cryptocurrency market hit 2 trillion, I think. Now it's about 1 trillion right now. So we shedded about half the value, mainly in Bitcoin and Ethereum, but a lot of altcoins, including Solana, which topped out around $260, down bad now at $41. So we shed a lot of value there, but there is so much room to grow. And they talk about it in here. They talk about the metaverse. They talk about doing comparable valuations. So saying, okay, well, even if metaverses capture only 1% of the total real estate world value, you're talking about a $3 trillion industry. Like, yeah, that's huge. So metaverse will eventually be a play. It's not right now. It's not seamless. It's not frictionless. They need to make it to where like my grandma can sign on to the real metaverse and come see me in my virtual house. Like once we get there, then we have real adoption. We can start talking about scaling it up that way. Don't need to go into the remnants tab. I was just looting beforehand, but we can talk next about Yaw. So like originally did not think Yaw was going to do anything. I didn't. I thought Yaw was a complete waste of time. I thought they completely capitulated on a huge marketing moment for them. They had everybody talking. And they're doing well. I mean, it's just very hard to claw volume back from the GOAT that is Magic Eden. I don't want to call them the GOAT. That's not true. I have my qualms with Magic Eden, but very good marketplace in Magic Eden. Still have a long way to go. About 35x or 30x from here in order to catch the volume of Magic Eden. And I would like to think that there is some sort of wash trading, some sort of insider trading going on with Yaw, right? So what they're doing, they're buying from Magic Eden. So they're giving Magic Eden volume, and then they're listing on Yaw, taking away creator royalties to try to incentivize like purchases on Yaw so they can prop up this number. That's my theory. I know that's a lot of other big influencers' theories. We've seen Easy kind of shill this idea himself. But I do think that's an actual thing. And eventually their marketing budget, which is outrageous right now, won't be able to be used for propping up this kind of number. I don't think this lasts, honestly. I mean, I love the idea of like, yeah, traders get more money and stuff, but do why like again, beating a dead horse right here, but I just don't see it good in any way, shape, or form that this is good for the ecosystem. Most of the transactions happening right now on Yaw are big ticket items, and we can see kind of the disparity between the two. So, Poker Faces 10 soul less than on Magic Eden. Super Shadowy Coder 7 soul less. Okay, Bears 2 soul less. You get the idea, right? And they're trying to incentivize that one, hey, traders, like sellers, you don't have to pay the project a cut of your money from actually selling this, from actually trading this. That's good. Like sell on here. You can sell at the floor and still make more money on something like DGods, which has an almost 10% royalty fee on top of a marketplace royalty fee of 2%. Go in and check this out. They have a platform fee of 2%, but I think you can reduce that down or whatever with Yaw tokens or something stupid like that. They chose a creator fee of 4%. At least this person's nice. I know a lot of people that aren't. You can go to Yaw. We can go check out Cats on Crec because I was checking this out earlier. And you see most people, 0%, 0%, not doing any fees. I just don't understand what the value prop is there. Like I don't understand why you would want to do this as Yaw. I guess for getting a subscription model going, for using a marketplace, which kind of worked with Coinbase. We saw Coinbase One kind of help out profits with Coinbase, but with the recent crash, they still not sustaining this. So, Yaw, something to watch out for, but I just don't think you take the throne from Magic Eden. But it does lead us into our next point, right? Next point, the one that I'm actually very excited to talk about is 101 art, ma'am. 101 art. We saw that little stretch of John Lay's first edition actually topping the volume charts on Magic Eden, no less, with just a 500 collection. Started out minting at 5 SOL a piece and is now up to, let's see, first edition. Now up to 21 SOL. It was at 32. It seems to have dropped. This actually seems like it may be a good entry point, but people are speculating that there's going to be some sort of Utes whitelist involved here because he's now the art creative director for Utes, which is DGod's new collection, right? Frank's new collection, in case you've been living under a rock. I don't think so. I think this is just art. I think people need to realize this is just art. Maybe the only way that he could have incentivized John Lay to come over with 500 whitelist spots for his first edition holders. I don't know if that's the case, though. Look, John Lay is through and through. Art is the utility. I don't know if he's going to violate that ethos just for Utes, but dude, 101 art looking really good right now. Looking really good. We've seen Degen Poet do really well. Winning bid was 10 SOL for one of his pieces. We've seen Secondary do pretty well. Let's see my boy Doc. Recently, I bought a Doc piece. I love his brush strokes. They're very heavy. You can feel the texture from here. 101 art is absolutely popping right now. I encourage you guys to just go out and find an artist you resonate with. The two platforms that I would use are exchange.art and formfunction.xyz. This is fun. Hidden gems, you get to see who is making the first bid on some of these or who's the artist that needs a first bid. You can go make their day. It's been really fun connecting with artists on some of their platforms, just kind of helping them out and like encouraging them to continue to make art. Like, I think that's hugely bullish, hugely bullish. So please go out and support 101 art. You can see some of my pieces right here. I've begun transferring some of my more recent. I don't know what this is. I'm afraid to click on it. I don't remember purchasing that, but whatever. Yeah, we can check this out. So this is one of the ones I picked up yesterday. Thought it was awesome, man. Thought it was awesome. Smoky Head, the Smoky Head. If he's out there, this is actually on the thumbnail from the YouTube channel. Just love the colors, man. Love the colors. Let's see if I can go to exchange, connect my wallet. Gonna go ahead and hide the screen real quick. So I can import that. And yeah, let's go check out some of these items, because I do think I paid 4 Sol. I ended up in a bidding war with a couple of people for this lonely piece. So let's go ahead and check this out. Ended up selling for about 4.05 Sol, but look, man, this piece is beautiful. It just kind of reminds me to enjoy everything in life. It might be lonely at the top, but go for it. Remember to keep your dreams. It's nice. And for some reason, it just brings me a ton of peace. And I mean, the artist is great on Twitter too. Another fun artist on Twitter is Sanu. So if you guys don't know who Sanu is, I would definitely familiarize yourself with the name. Makes these awesome mixed media pieces. Got this one for 3.9. I wrote a little Twitter thread on how it just kind of reminds me a little bit about my sister, right? I lost my sister back in July of 2015, and just, walking through normal life, but really on the inside, just kind of feeling a little drowning. She suffered bipolar depression, and it took her life. So, just a reminder out there, please seek help. If you guys, I mean, look, we spend a lot of time at the computer, a lot of time behind a screen, and that can wear on people. So take a little mental health break, please. It is for your own good, but this is an awesome piece. And then I found this awesome guy. I just mentioned him. His name is Doc. Has really funny English. You can tell he's not from an English speaking country, but he clearly has good work here. Like, this is awesome. I got this for 0.45 Sol. I got all 3 of the pieces for like 1.05 Sol in total. But I love the heavy brush strokes. I love just the visuals and kind of darkness, but also light that comes with it. Kind of a blood moon sort of background. Just very visually appealing to me. Reminds me of something I'd come across in like World of Warcraft in one of the zones or something like that. But yeah, just really cool work. Again, I don't know what this is. I did not buy this, but yeah, these are the other 2 pieces from him. I think this one's my favorite. But Doc, at Doc. So for anybody watching this, little fun thing, since not sure who's still watching this, but I want to see who is. So I'm going to call this segment 1 + 1 = 2. You find me a 101 art that I like. You can DM me too and see if I like it. But find me a 101 art you like under 2 Sol, and I will pay double the price. Double the price. So whatever you find, go support a 101 artist. Go buy it. See if I like it. If not, hopefully you like the piece. That should be the goal. If not, I will buy it for 2x. Right? Easy 2x. I like supporting artists. I think it's fun. You should do the same. Right now is a huge time to support 101 art, and I think it's going to come in a big way. Again, John Lay kind of set the expectations. His collections have been doing incredibly well with his random access hard drives, his first editions. I love Nate Geo. I've always shouted out Nate Geo as being a huge artist. He's the artist behind Bothead. He also does his At Being collection, which is incredibly good. We can go ahead and search that up, actually. At Being. This stuff slaps, dude. This stuff slaps. This one's being offered at 40 Sol. If I had to buy what I would consider a blue chip, it would be something like this. But yeah, 1 + 1 = 2. New segment. Go find me some 101 art. You can ping me if you want to see if I like it beforehand. But seriously, the goal of this is to go out and support 101 artists. I've had so much fun over the past few weeks, connecting with artists, buying some pieces. The 5 I just showed you were just in the past few days alone. I like supporting smaller artists, but I am looking out for a piece like this, right? So like a being or something like that. But yeah, I don't know if I want to pay 40 soul right now for a being. I love him. Nate Geo's a goat, but dude, this stuff's so good. Stuff's so good. All right. Cool. I think I've just about covered everything I wanted to on today's stream. It was just a short solo stream. And I now have a call from real estate I need to do. They just called in trying to get a house. So I may need to head off here sooner. Well, I kind of covered everything I wanted to anyways, but seriously, go out, support 101 art. Keep an eye on Rakudos. Let's see what they're trading at right now. Somebody was watching my stream. They just listed a few first editions. Rakudo's already back at 14.5. Guys, I am telling you right now, be careful of this. Just that variable whitelist mint. Look, I'm bullish on the Rakudo's art, bullish on the fact that it's a Web 2 company that's prominent and coming into the space. I don't know exactly what their value proposition is. Don't know exactly why they tried to foster an NFT community. That's what they said was their reason, was for community. I'm not sure I believe that just yet. I'm not sure because you can basically with this NFT, you can be a salesperson for them and they'll cut you in on a little bit of commission for finding a client for their Web2 company for Shakudo. So if you guys don't know what Rakudos comes from, it's from Shakudo. They're basically like I don't want to say they're like an AWS or Microsoft Cloud or anything like that kind of competitor. They actually find cloud computing solutions for customers and they pair them up and they have really good relations with these customers. So they have done well in the Web 2 space. I am bullish. They do have some stiff competition. I saw a thread that their biggest competition is from McKinsey. So McKinsey is a big global consulting brand that does have kind of a Web 2 or a cloud computing solutions consulting sort of gig, kind of what Shakudos has. So it is curious. I like the art though. I knew this shit was going to go, over 2 digits, but I did not think it was going to happen this fast. I thought it was going to open lower than this, but we'll see. This is just good, guys. Look, we're almost at 10K on a 10K collection. The price is 14 soul. We love to see it. Love to see it. That about does it for me on this stream, though, guys. I am going to peace out. I'm going to go do some other work. It was fun jumping on stream again. Hopefully, if you guys are catching this on Twitter, this was of value to you. Wanted to talk about a few highlights. Make sure to jump on Spaces today. You can always see Solana Made Easy by Easy Eats Bodega. You can always catch Alexander, aka Shillin' Villains, space around 7 when he's walking his dog or whatever. This is good. We want to see more mints like this because really it's more fun when we see volume, right? So go forth and conquer. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching this short little stream, and we'll see you on the next episode. 10 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday. That'll be the time on the next stream. Hopefully we get a guest in. I am talking to a couple of people, but if you want to jump on the stream for any reason, we are doing this on Twitter now too. So we should have a bigger audience for you guys to chill to. If you have a project, if you have some sort of advisory service or just want to talk about the market, let me know. Until then, see you on the next stream.